Picture this. America is humming along as usual, and then silence. At first it feels like a blackout you've seen a dozen times before. But don't think this is just a wild scenario. History proves it's real. The Northeast blackout of 2003 left over 50 million people in the dark, and the Texas winter storm of 2021 froze millions without power for days. Those were smaller, temporary events, and yet chaos and loss spread quickly. Now imagine something bigger, nationwide. Hours pass, then days, and it sinks in. This isn't a storm knockout or a downed line. Gas stations stop pumping. Grocery freezers thaw. ATMs stay dark. That backup generator? It runs only as long as the fuel lasts, and those cans drain fast. Modern gadgets fail, and the devices people trusted to save them turn to dead weight. Most folks never prepare because they assume it can't happen here. They laugh off warnings, skip the basics, and count on Googling or asking ChatGPT for the answer later. But when Wi-Fi is gone and cell towers are silent, there's no search bar left to save you. Only the simplest, cheapest tools will still work when the rest of America unravels. And that's exactly what we're about to break down. Starting with the one resource you literally can't live without. Item 1, manual water filters. When the grid collapses, tap water isn't just unreliable, it becomes dangerous. Electric pumps and treatment plants fail, and bacteria, viruses, and chemical runoff flow straight to your faucet. Within days, illness spikes, especially among kids and seniors. A simple pocket filter, like a Sawyer Mini or LifeStraw, turns muddy puddles or grain barrels into safe hydration. For $20.20 at Walmart, you can process thousands of liters without boiling or hauling heavy jugs. Add a $2 pack of coffee filters from Dollar Tree to pre-screen sediment and extend the cartridge's life. In a blackout, bottled water vanishes within hours, but a filter lets your family drink safely day after day. And if things drag on, these same filters become barter gold, traded like cash where clean water is scarce. Once thirst is handled, survival depends on the next pillar: fire. Item 2, matches and disposable lighters. Fire is warmth on a frozen night, a hot meal when morale is broken, and boiled water when disease threatens. Without it, families shiver, food spoils, and spirits collapse. That's why cheap Bic-style lighters, $6.07 for a 5-pack at Walmart, and Strike Anywhere matches, $2.03 at Dollar Tree, are essentials, not extras. A single lighter produces hundreds of flames. A waterproof box of matches can last for years. Keep spares in every drawer, glove box, and backpack, so no one in your household is left fumbling in the dark. During the Fukushima disaster, families with fire-making tools cooked, stayed warm, and kept safe while neighbors without struggled dangerously. And yes, in crises like Sarajevo's siege, lighters even became currency, but their first job is keeping your own family fed and alive. But flame is only half the equation. You need cookware tough enough to handle it. Item 3, cast iron cookware. When the microwave is dead and the electric stove is useless, cast iron keeps meals possible. These skillets distribute heat evenly and withstand open flames without warping, unlike flimsy nonstick pans. In Venezuela's blackouts, families cooking on cast iron ate normally while neighbors' cheap pans bent and failed. A $15 to $20 skillet at Walmart or a thrift store find under $10 can last generations. In blackout kitchens, that means frying eggs on a campfire, simmering beans over charcoal, or baking cornbread in hot coals without worry. Safe meals reduce stress, save fuel, and keep nutrition steady, vital when grocery shelves are bare. And long after others run out of usable cookware, you'll still be serving hot meals that lift morale. Extras can even trade for supplies. But first they keep your own family strong. And when the lights go out, you'll want more than just hot food. You'll want light itself. Item 4, solar garden lights. Those $1 or $3 yard lights suddenly become survival gear when the power grid dies. Each has its own solar panel and battery, soaking up sunlight by day and glowing for 6-10 hours by night. Bring them indoors, and a cluster of 10 can brighten a living room enough for cooking, homework, or calm conversation. After Hurricane Maria, Puerto Rican families used salvaged solar lights to navigate streets safely when looters prowled in darkness. Unlike candles, they're safe for kids and won't burn down a room. They're silent, renewable, and attract no attention the way a roaring generator does. Keep extras stored in a metal trash can lined with cardboard, and they'll even ride out an EMP surge intact. They may look cheap, but they give your home safety, sanity, and quiet strength when the night feels endless. Yet even with light, survival falters if you can't keep track of time. Item 5. Analog watches. When phones are bricks and car dashboards are dead, knowing the hour becomes a survival tool. A $10, $20 quartz or wind-up watch from Walmart or a pawn shop tells you when to boil water long enough, when to change guard shifts, and how to ration fuel. Families without timepieces overcook food, miss safe travel windows, or exhaust themselves keeping watch. In Haiti's earthquake aftermath, rescue crews with working watches completed missions 23% faster because they coordinated precisely. For your household, a simple wristwatch means meals on time, chores rotated, and children reassured that life still has structure. Stocking a few spares ensures everyone stays in sync, and if the crisis drags on, watches also become trade items. But their first job is giving your family order in chaos. And once you can measure time, you'll need the tools to rebuild what's broken. Item 6. Hand tools. When drills and saws are dead weight, manual tools keep your home functional. A hammer boards up broken windows, a handsaw cuts scrap wood into fire fuel, and a wrench tightens leaking pipes before they flood your supplies. During long outages, FEMA reports households with toolkits restore safety 60% faster because they don't wait for a store that never reopens. For $5 or $10 each at thrift shops or garage sales, you can build a set that outlasts any battery gadget. In Argentina's 2001 collapse, families with tools secured their homes, built makeshift furniture, and fixed essentials while others waited helplessly. And only after your family's needs are met do these tools gain barter value, repairs traded for food or fuel. But their true worth is keeping your household safe, dry, and steady when the world outside breaks down. And even if your home is secure, you're still lost without one old-school guide. Maps. Item 7. Paper maps and compass. When GPS screens go gray and phone apps die, old-fashioned navigation takes over. A waterproof paper map and a $15 compass from Walmart or sporting goods stores become your lifeline. With them, you can find rivers, back roads, and safe zones without wasting fuel or walking in circles. Families who keep maps avoid dangerous detours and reach aid stations faster, while those who don't often get stranded just miles from safety. After the 2003 Northeast blackout, drivers without maps clogged highways, while those with printed atlases found alternate routes home. For your household, this means being able to fetch water, reach relatives, or bypass unsafe areas even if signs are gone. Store maps in plastic sleeves and teach kids to read them. It brings calm when panic rules the streets. Later, these tools can even be traded, but their first job is keeping your family from getting lost. And once you know where you're going, the next step is keeping morale up when the cold and dark set in. Item 8. Hand crank flashlights. Darkness is more than an inconvenience. It's a weapon against your nerves. Studies show panic drops sharply when people have steady light. A hand crank flashlight, often under $20 at Walmart or Amazon, works without batteries or USB ports. 60 seconds of cranking gives up to 30 minutes of light, enough for reading, cooking, or checking on kids without burning candles. In Katrina's aftermath, over 90% of rescue teams relied on non-battery lights after supplies ran out. For families, these flashlights mean no stumbling over hazards, no frightened children crying in the pitch black, and no dependence on fragile batteries. Keep one in each room and glove compartment. Cheap insurance against long nights. Some models even include radios and sirens, but their core gift is light on demand. Item 9. AM/FM radios. Silence in a blackout is more dangerous than the dark itself. Without news, rumors spread, and families risk walking into danger zones. A simple AM/FM battery-powered radio, around $15 or $20 at Walmart or Target, keeps you connected when cell towers and Wi-Fi are gone. The U.S. Emergency Alert System is designed to broadcast over radio long after internet and TV fail. During the 2003 blackout, millions relied on small radios to learn where aid stations were set up. For your household, it means knowing when relief trucks arrive, which roads are blocked, or if tap water is unsafe. Pack extra AA batteries, which also become barter items, and keep one radio in a metal tin or ammo can for EMP protection. A working radio turns chaos into clarity, giving your family information others will desperately lack. And while information guides your choices, the last piece you need is knowledge that never dies when the signal fades. Item 10. Printed survival manuals. When Google vanishes and phones are useless bricks, only what's on paper remains. Printed survival guides cover water purification, shelter building, first aid, gardening, and food preservation. Skills you can't improvise under pressure. The U.S. Army's survival manual, often $10.15 at thrift stores, is a goldmine of practical instruction. In Venezuela's collapse, photocopied water filtration and soap-making guides spread hand-to-hand like contraband because knowledge became more valuable than money. For families, keeping a few manuals in waterproof sleeves means no guesswork, whether it's treating a wound, canning vegetables, or identifying safe wild plants. These books don't run out of batteries and don't depend on a signal. Store one set at home and another in your go bag. Later, they can be shared or traded, but their first job is giving your household confidence and skill when the digital world disappears. And with knowledge in your hands, you hold the one resource that never runs dry, even in a powerless America. When the grid fails, most people scramble for gadgets that die in days. Generators run dry, batteries fade, and screens turn to glass. But the 10 simple, inexpensive tools we've walked through, filters, fire, cookware, light, maps, radios, and books, don't care if the power ever comes back. They give your family water, warmth, safety, order, and knowledge when the rest of the country slips into panic. The lesson is simple. Don't wait for the blackout to learn how fragile the modern world is. Stock these items now while they're still cheap and available. When the lights go out, you won't just endure the crisis, you'll guide your family through it. So hit that like button, subscribe for more survival guides, and share this video with someone you care about. Which one of these essentials would you grab first for your home? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Prepare today, survive tomorrow.